Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 22nd, and today was a beautiful day. Started off nice and sunny, hardly any breeze at all. That part kind of sucked, but it turned out to get real nice and hot, crazy hot. I was out doing a handful of things in the yard, decided I need to finish up roofing, so I ended up spending a good chunk of the day up on top doing a bunch of roofing, which isn't that big a deal, but adds just a bunch of heat to the mix when you start dealing with shingles and that kind of stuff. Just kind of really sucks. I did screw up a small chunk of it, not enough to matter. It's just it looks odd when you actually look it over. And it was a mismatched job. It wasn't something I was high priority about, so I used up a bunch of old shingles, and some of them weren't the same size as others, so I had a little bit of issue there. But it's all good in the long run. It doesn't matter. It's going to keep the water out, and that's the only thing that really makes a difference. So went ahead, got that wrapped up finally. Like I said, it seemed like it took a lot longer than it should have, just because of some fact of the heat was really kicking my butt. Got done with that. I was going to just kind of call it a day, and decided to hell with it. I was going to go out and build myself a new little custom rustic table. I came up with an idea of something I wanted to build. I had the idea for quite some time now. I didn't do it quite the way I wanted. I ended up wasting a lot more wood than I really needed to. I planned on doing some things differently, but the wood I had that I was using was old, like just one by stock that like looks like pallet wood. It's not actually ever been on a pallet, but it was stuff I bought a long time ago. It's been out and getting weathered to make it look all rustic and old and that. And unfortunately it warped and like curled on me a lot more than I wanted it to, which, oh well, it happens, I guess. So I was going to rip it down all in half and do some other things with it and stuff, that decided it was going to be so much of a pain in the butt to do that. Decided to heck with it and just left them all full size and, you know, width and basically in diameter and heights. Instead of cutting them up, I just cut them in half, cut them in short lengths. Made myself a really funky looking like little lattice type looking table. I would throw a picture up here, but to be honest with you, I'm just too damn lazy to mess with on this one, because of the fact the pictures might not be loaded yet on the computer. If they are, I will. If they're not, I'm not going to. But this is all on my iPhone. I don't edit these or nothing. I just go straight up in, which you guys could see the other night when I was about to pass out. My yawning was about to kill me. It felt like somebody drugged me that night. So I went ahead, started working on the table. Realized I needed some more stuff I ran out of. Had to run to the hardware store. The store I was hoping to hit up, they were closed. Being a Sunday, they're not open at all. I didn't realize that they're open till like 4, till it was Saturday, they're open till 4. So end up, luckily, the next door over, there's like a farm and home type at Orscheln's, like a farm and fleet, depending on what part of the country you're in. They actually have what I needed, which I didn't think they were going to, so I was pretty excited. I paid probably $3 more for it there than I would have paid at the other place, but oh well, $3 and I could finish up my project today. Definitely worth it. So I got the thing virtually all finished up. I'm going to go back in with my torch and basically do a little torch treatment on it to kind of dull off some of the edges that I cut with the chop saw on that I was, you know, I don't like the new fresh looking wood. I kind of like the old rusticer looking stuff. The other option was I thought just leaving it set outside for another 6 months or a year in the weather and really kind of just let it age itself back out, which wouldn't be a problem at all. So that's something I haven't decided what I'm doing with that part completely yet, but we'll see. I've got a couple of ideas of how I want to change this up next time. This one is super rustic. I mean, this is going to be like a plant stand, like a little side table. This is going to be something that definitely, it's not even flat on top. Like, it's really rough. It's really super rustic. It's definitely not a fine finished piece. I haven't even decided I'm going to finish it. I might throw some polyurethane on it. I might not. I might throw some tung oil on it. I might not. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So as of right now, it's just going to leave it just bare ass like it is. Like I said, the wood's been sitting out for probably 3 years now outside, and it's not going to hurt to sit out another 10 years, you know, kind of thing. I use good glue that's waterproof, so it can sit outside all year round, and it won't have a problem at all. So who knows there. After I'm in the process of finishing that thing up, I was doing stuff. It started raining, and it started raining crazy hard. Like, it was just straight up downpouring, and I luckily got everything up out of the rain, out of the weather before the rain came. I could see the storm was coming. Had the dog out in the yard, and the stupid shit wouldn't go back in the house like an idiot. So I had to run out in the damn rain, run his ass back inside, head back out to the shop, got finished up in the whole project, and like a buffoon, instead of having 4 legs, there's actually 8 legs on this table. It's a weird little design. Maybe you'll see in the picture if I post it. But I cut up one of the legs to make some of the spacer pieces, and I was like, felt like such an idiot. Went to cut another piece up, realized I'd cut up 2 other pieces I'd screwed up the wrongly with, which was bullshit. And then all the rest of my wood had still been outside being rained on. So now it's all wet. So I got back inside. I couldn't finish it. I was going to just throw some polyurethane on it real quick right then, which I'm glad it was those pieces got rained on, because I would have thrown polyurethane on it, and now I don't think I want that on there. So I'm kind of glad I screwed up and I had to waste some wood in that, but it's all good when it's done. So that right there is pretty much the wrap up the day. After that, it still kind of drizzled and rained for a good chunk of the afternoon there. Came inside, rested up a little bit, ate myself a bagel. I hadn't really eaten anything all day. I had a bowl of Raisin Bran like 7 o'clock this morning. Realized I was out of energy because I've been outside all day. I've been drinking tons of tea, tons of water, that kind of thing, but there's no nutritional value in that, no energy stores there. So went ahead, basically grabbed myself a bagel and then headed out for my run. I ended up knocking out a little over 7 miles, I think, something like that. I'm not sure, 7.25, somewhere in there. And it was nice and fairly cool. It was humid though, so stinking humid. And it was that weird temperature. My glasses were actually fogging up because of humidity on my face. Now, if I stopped running, like to water the dog, let him take a shit, that kind of thing, like it would literally, my glasses would just fog up. So I had to keep pulling them off my face, take off running, put them back on and stuff. Giant pain in the butt. It makes me realize I really, truly do want to go ahead and start saving up some money, postponing a little bit of money off the side net to get myself LASIK. I think that's going to be my goal for 2015, is by the end of 2015 is to pay cash for LASIK surgery. So that's what I really came up with today. I did watch a little bit of Netflix after my running that, got showered up and that. Like I said, it was just so stinking humid. It almost felt like I was running in the rain. It was so soaking wet from the whole thing. I got back home from my run probably about, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. So that's all I've got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.